I've played a decent amount of Marvel Rivals. For an adult that is working, has a wife, and will soon be a father, 380 hours on a video game is kinda crazy. However, I have not opened the game since October 11th as of recording this video. It's over a month ago. Why is that? Why did I stop the grind, and why have the numbers seem to have fallen off for a game that had a ton of hype? Was it truly an Overwatch killer? To figure this out, I would like to start at the very beginning. The all-time peak of Marvel Rivals on Steam alone is 642,333 players, all playing at one time. And over the past week, as of the writing of this video and before Season 5 has officially dropped, the 24-hour peak is nearly 100,000. While these numbers are high, it seems the sentiment among players, streamers and pro players, is that the game is not as fun as it was when it launched. I have researched 3 reasons of why I think this has become such a big problem within the community. The first reason, and probably the main reason, is that the game was marketed as a non-competitive game. A game for the people, for the casual, to hop in and play. But as the hype progressed, we saw a competitive scene begin to form, with the developers paying pro teams and setting up tournaments. This caused the skill ceiling to raise at a very quick rate as streamers and pro players started grinding the game for hours a day. This caused the same problem that happened with Overwatch. The competitive scene pushed out the casuals eventually, as playing the game becomes less fun as people sweat to be the best, even in the non-competitive game modes. Secondly, the community has gotten extremely toxic and whiny. People will throw games for you not playing the character they think is meta at the time, failing to realize that, at least while I played, every character was meta to a certain extent and had viability in battle depending on what the other team was playing. It's kind of like a game of rock, paper, scissors. These toxic members also fail to realize that Spider-Man is one of the most popular IPs on the planet, yet the most difficult hero to play. So the fact of the matter is that people who love Spider-Man are going to play him even if they aren't good with them. And for a game that was built with the intent to be casual, that should be totally fine within the realm of casual play. However, people get super upset when going into the ranked modes. The final reason is the lack of new roles in certain roles, such as the tanks and supports. Now, in the devs' defense, obviously you have the Marvel IP over top of them pulling all the strings, so everything has been planned out for years. The changes to these roles will take more time because of the Marvel rights and all the legal mumbo-jumbo behind the scenes. Also, having to get approval from Marvel has seemed to be kind of difficult for them. But this causes boredom for those players. I play both of those roles over DPS. I'm terrible DPS. But that's also why I feel like I haven't really played since October. Daredevil looks awesome. The voice actor killed it as well. The animations are awesome. Everything makes sense. He's lore accurate because he's like half blind. It's crazy. But I cannot play DPS, and I do not enjoy playing DPS, especially in ranked. There's only so many times that I can play as Magneto and Luna Snow before I just get bored. And the reason that I play these characters is not only because they're some of the best in their roles and there's no other people to really play at this point, but also because of the second reason of the community being really toxic and kind of forcing you to play those roles and play the people that they think are the best. So my final thoughts on this, I don't think that Marvel Rivals is dead. Maybe it fell off a little bit, but the numbers at the very beginning of the hype were astronomically high. It is a little bit worrying because I feel like this little bit of fall off, the really big hype at the beginning versus where we're seeing it now, which is about roughly like a sixth of what it was when it first came out, I feel like is a little bit quicker than Overwatch. However, I also think that this game has a lot more staying power because of the style, the story, the reinvention, and the Marvel brand. And what I mean by reinvention is the new game modes, the PvE. We got PvE way before Overwatch announced it, and then Overwatch just said, nah, we're not going to do it. Just because people may take a break from a game or be burnt out from it does not mean that it is necessarily a bad game. I'm sure that with this newest season, with Gambit as the strategist,
how long I've been waiting for this. Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
I will be hopping in to play for a few hours and see what this whole new dynamic is in the world of Marvel Rivals. I just hope that as they continue to bring more things into the game, that it does stay around and be that competition for Overwatch to push both of those games further than the ceiling that they could have created for themselves.
Remember who you really are. Show me that you are still the only one for me. I'll be waiting for you. Wake up, open your eyes, raising up your fist and smashing through time walls. Before the rift splinters again, the arrival till the end. Rise up, open your mind, hold on to your powers. No one can stop us. We are rivals till the end of time. We will clash. No matter where, we will fight, reaching across time and space. 'Cause you are my destiny to the end.
If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, all the jazz. You know what to do. Ring the notification bell. I'm just kind of vibing, giving my thoughts and opinions on things, doing a little bit of research, but it's just how I think things are going and something that I wanted to talk about. So if you enjoyed that, please leave a like, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks.